What's up, guys? ShartimusPrime here, and I'm doing a review of the top 10, my top 10 favorite Marvel Legends. Who's Louis Belson? What the fuck? Well, badass drummer, played with Duke Ellington, amazing drummer. But yeah, this is a video reply to SENTRYProductions top 10 Marvel Legends figures, and here are my top 10 Marvel Legends figures. Number 1 is number 10 is Build-A-Figure Apocalypse. This is the first release of the Build-A-Figure Apocalypse. You can see my Watchmen I still got back there. But this is the Build-A-Figure. Very cool. I like this more than the... Actually, I don't know if I would like this... Yeah, I like this more than the black version, because I actually ended up getting a... I fucked up with this thing. He's actually a little broken. He's loose right here. And forgot what happened, but I had to split the two halves. I had to take it apart. I think I'd end up getting the wrong piece or something. So I had to take it apart and put it back together, and you can't really tell, but there's these little bubbly thingies on the A. That's from me boiling it. If you want to know how to take Marvel Legends apart, you boil them. But you gotta do it well, and don't do it multiple times like how I did. But nonetheless, it actually looks pretty cool, and the little darkness from the boiling doesn't look bad on the A. So overall, I'm happy with it. He's just a little flimsy right here, but when he's just standing up, you can never tell, right? Apocalypse, very cool Build-A-Figure, very tall, very huge, and I think the size really matches the character in comparison to the other X-Men characters, so the scale is very nice. Gotta give that one a good 10. All of these figures I give a 10 out of 10, but... Alright, moving on. This is Series 3 Thor. Oh my god, I waited such a long time to get this figure. Now the articulation of this thing is pretty rough. He's hard to deal with. Like that right arm right here, it doesn't move down any farther than that. Same thing with here. I traded this figure with my boy Isaiah. I traded him, like, I think 3 Marvel Legends for this one, because I know this one's hard to get. But the hammer is very, very cool. Oh god, I'm not even gonna try to say the name. Balorni or whatever. I forgot. Did I say baloney? No, Balorn. I don't know, some shit like that. I can never say it. But yeah, the coloring, there's some dust on him right there. But look at the hair. Like, the hair is really like dark and blonde. The helmet looks great. I mean, there's 2 other Thor figures out there. There's the Giant Man series Thor, and then there's the Hasbro Thor that I have available for trading still. Minus the axe. I don't know where the axe is. And if I find the axe, I'm gonna keep it for my Ares anyway. So, but this Thor is the shit. Now the Giant Man series Thor is pretty good. But it's not as good as this one because he's a little bit smaller. He's a little bit thinner and smaller. This Thor looks really good next to Captain America and the rest of the Avengers because he's a really big-sized guy. So, props out Series 3 Thor. Okay, number 8 is Series 6 Wolverine. This guy is really cool. This is the Wolverine figure. I picked up Series 3 Wolverine, which I thought was really good. And then there's a shitload of other Wolverine figures, but this is the first Wolverine that came out that was really badass. The articulation's really good. You can see all the, bendable toes. The fingers are clumped together. They move together. The blades kind of came in funny looking, much like the Series 3. The only Wolverine I saw that came out was the Hasbro Wolverine that looks just like Series 6, but it's blue and yellow. The blades came out nice and evenly. He's got the little veins and hairy arms. The head looks really cool. Cowl works and everything. Funny story about this guy is I picked him up in Salt Lake City, Utah. I used to play in this band where we used to travel, and me and the bass player of the band were chasing to the toy section, and he got there before I did. And he saw Nick Fury, and he went, "Oh shit, Nick Fury!" And when he did that, he knocked over this Wolverine, which was the only one that was there. And I come in picking up this Wolverine like, "Oh shit, Wolverine!" Oh man, the look on his face was great. He looked down at me like, "Oh, you motherfucker." I was like, "Sick! I'm gonna go later, dude." I went to fucking go pay for it. To this day, Isaiah wishes that he has this Wolverine, but it's mine's, so sorry, Sace. Alright, another one. Now, actually, I got this Thor from Isaiah also, and I also got this Captain America from Isaiah also. He's kind of recently he's kind of lost interest in the Marvel Legends. I think it's the Hasbro figures that really, made him not like him. So it's a really good thing to have a really good friend that, was into something that you like and is willing to get rid of his shit. So A lot of my favorite figures came from him, and my friend Rodine too. He hooked me up with a lot of figures. So I have good friends that have similar interests. Good shit. So this Captain America, a lot better than Series 1. Isaiah had this one, and I really wanted it. He used to work at Toys R Us, and he got hooked up on it. So yeah, this is really badass because I have the Series 8 Ultimate Captain America, and this is very cool, like that Series 8 Captain America, because that Ultimate Captain America is very like militaristic, you know, very cool looking, and this one has those same kind of coolness as that Ultimate Cap, and then keeping the traditional colors. I like how they gave him this belt. You know, the belt is very cool. Very Ultimate Captain America-esque, but very still keeping the traditional colors. Okay, and number 6 is Black Widow. Black Widow? Why the fuck would you put Black Widow here? You know why I put Black Widow here? Because this is the female mold. This is the female mold that they should have used for every single Marvel Legend. It's perfect. It's really, really good. The only thing is that looks like she's got this hole in her neck. It's blurry. So she kind of looks like Debbie, you know? Debbie. And fucking she has a ball joint in the arm, then the second joint right here that can pivot in the arm, double jointed elbows, wrists move back and forth and up and down, fingers move. The fingers are clumped together, by the way. And then the hip joint, I mean, it's very, I don't know, it's like, it looks like a woman. It almost looks like a woman. It really does. It's because they have this double joint right here in the ass and thigh. So this looks makes it very posable, you know. Give her chicken legs. She's got posable calf, and the ankles move. But this figure is the most posable, and it looks the most feminine. It doesn't look freaky looking. So that's number 6. And here we go. Number 5 is Colossus. Obvious reasons. He's hella badass. This figure's in high demand. I'm not gonna fuck with, you know, I'm not gonna hold him and switch him around. He's a little on the delicate side as far as getting him to stand up wise. But I really like the face. I like the armor finish, you know. It's got this stained look. Very, very cool. Very, very cool figure. Colossus. Dos Fadaña. Okay. And Galactus. This figure is sick. I mean, this is the first Build-A-Figure, and it just blew me away. And this came out in 2005 when I showed the guys in the band. Ooh, I kind of gave you a sneak peek of who's number 3 over there. But when I was in the band, like, yeah, I showed my bandmates. They were all freaking out, like, how awesome this was. Galactus. First Build-A-Figure. This one really got me stoked into Marvel Legends, like, more than I was before. I had to get the whole series and everything. Sad story is his skirt is stained a little bit from being too close to the window. Okay, everybody loves fucking Juggernaut. Had to put Juggernaut number 3 though, because I got 2 others I like more than him. He speaks for himself. Just, I can't believe that figure cost $8 at one point. It's just incredible. Alright, Giant Man. Fucking sick. He has a twisty tie on his left elbow right there so he could stand up on that high ass fucking that stand I have against the wall. Giant Man is very posable. I really like the paint job. Very cool. Good height. I really like it a lot. Took me forever to build. I just think he looks really, really, really cool. He just stands so awesome. And my number 1 favorite is the Sentinel. Sentinel is badass. It's the tallest fucking Build-A-Figure. I mean, you can see how much taller he is than Giant Man. And he is taller than Galactus, and he is taller than Apocalypse. He comes with the tentacles. I have the tentacles. I actually like this figure so much I ended up getting 2 of him. And I'm trying to get a 3rd. But I picked this guy up mostly in New York City. And I love New York. The first time I've been to New York, and we went to the Toys R Us in Times Square, and I saw a shitload of fucking Sentinel series, so I picked them up. And then the rest of the Sentinel series I picked up in Tacoma, Washington. Yeah, so we got to travel around a lot. It was really cool. This figure is badass. I really like how they did Silvestri's Sentinel. And yeah, alright. I ran out of time. That's my top 10, you guys. Please comment and rate. And I want to thank SENTRYProductions again. Alright, peace.